Hello, this is Dalen75 Games. Welcome back to another Let's Roleplay of Dragon Age Origins. I hope that my voice doesn't come across too loud, as it did in previous videos. But yes, we're in Denerim. I'm the human male, human noble, Aiden Kuzlin. And right by the Chantry entrance, we can't get in. It's closed for, I forget the reason, but it's just closed. So there's a sister here to talk to.
Strange that matters can be so tumultuous and yet the day still be so bright. Oh, my pardon. Just thinking aloud. Are you here for the Chanter's board?
How did you know?
Well-armed individuals that visit the rectory tend to be here for that. Chanter Rosamond is tireless and resolute in her duties. I'm sure you can find something of interest on her board.
Who are you?
I am Sister Justine, curator of the reliquary of this Chantry. And pride again. It is hard to live up to the example of Andraste.
What's a curator do?
The archivist tends the books, and I tend the sacred relics. I also search for more to add to our collection, which is more difficult than it sounds.
What's so hard about that?
A hawker on the street will claim to have an actual finger bone of Andraste. In this city alone, you could make the skeleton of 10 prophets from fingers alone. Curators often accept them as genuine. I worry about the authenticity of even our most holy artifacts.
How difficult is it to verify a relic?
When I was a curator of a much smaller chantry in Orlais, I thought that false relics slipped through because of laziness. But the life of the cloth is never an easy one, and that explanation always seemed hollow to me. Now I believe it's the seduction of the divine. We all want a personal connection to the Maker. We want to believe that what we hold in our hands is the actual sandal that slipped from Andraste's foot before the fires consumed her. Faith is of the heart, not of the head. When the heart is ungoverned by reason, charlatans have powerful tools to deceive.
Balancing faith and reason is difficult, though.
And often close to heretical. But I believe that the truth only increases the awe of the Maker and his prophet, not demean it. Even false symbols have the power to inspire, but it seems every year we fall more out of touch with the real Andraste.
How many relics have you found?
Well, there's one that might be real. I couldn't prove it wasn't. Perhaps you can understand my skepticism. So many claims, so few truths.
So this is particularly interesting to me and my group because we are after the Urn of Sacred Ashes, so I was wondering if she has any knowledge on the subject. Could you tell me about your job?
You've shown admirable patience listening to my diatribe before. I will not bore you again. Suffice it to say, I look for and authenticate holy relics for the Chantry.
Do you think the Urn of Sacred Ashes is real?
Certainly. My research indicates that all of the ashes were gathered into a pot or urn, but it's been lost for centuries. That doesn't stop hawkers from selling pinches of the ashes of Andraste to gullible pilgrims. The real ashes may still be hidden somewhere, though it's possible the urn broke.
I've got to go. Farewell.
Of course. Enjoy your visit to the Chantry.
Just going to pause it here for a moment. Alright, so she believes the urn is real. But what kind of research could that possibly be? I mean, it would just be a collection of stories. I wonder if Liliana has anything to say about Denerim.
Yes? Something you need?
What do you know of this place?
Denerim is Ferelden's most important city, yes? This is the seat of power, the jewel in the crown of the king. She is Ferelden's heart. Her walls are strong, but within them lies so much beauty, just like the country and the people.
Let's just move on.
I was getting to that.
She does like me, I think. Yeah, she's moved on to the interested, specifically with me, and Alistair is warm. Means he's very friendly with me. Not Sexually, of course, but he's good friends with me. Okay, Mage Collective.
The client is very pleased. Come back soon.
See, they're hiding behind the building. Well, there's any more quests? Yes, there is. There's 4 more quests. Blood of Warning. While they tend to be careful and judicious in their use of force, the Templars do indeed make mistakes. I understand that several relatives of our friends among the collective will soon become targets of the Chantry, and while I trust that this will not lead to lasting harm for those innocents, I wish to ensure that those targeted are fairly warned and evacuated before the Chantry can send its message. I ask that a noble soul take the bundle of vials attached to this missive and find the 4 homes the Chantry is likely to target in Denerim. Mark the front door of each home with the goat's blood from the vials. Those relatives will understand the message and evacuate before the Chantry can threaten them. A gift of silence. This collective is only successful at the pleasure of the Templars. Their continued devotion to our safety requires certain concessions on our part. In the interest of renewing our relationship with these fine and generous agents of the Maker, we ask that a willing man or woman of character grace our good friends with the gift of lyrium. Procure 10 lyrium potions and offer them up to Knight Commander Harith in Redcliffe. Ah, back in Redcliffe, okay. Have you seen me? The collective is saddened at the absence of the great mage Reynold. Our friend has not been seen in quite some time, and our gatherings are the lesser for the loss of his tales of ribald exploits and the aroma of his delicious twice-baked meat pies. Reynold was last seen traveling in the direction of the Brazilian forest. Oh, how he did so love the outdoors. Anyone who returns with evidence of his whereabouts of the beloved mage Reynold will be rewarded. The Scrolls of Bannister. We've collected a few of these, actually. In times such as these, one must suspect even his neighbor of the darkest dealings, lest they cast a shadow upon those who labor under the light. I, Jubasto, have heard tale of a cabal of Maleficarum performing rituals in the dark near my sanctum, and I certainly wish to see them brought to justice for their dark deeds. I hesitate, however, to accuse them of foul sorcery without a full understanding of the trappings, ritual, and appearance the dark magic requires. The writings of the hated Maleficarum Bannister should be suitable. Should a courier be available to procure me copies of the Scrolls of Bannister, I would be appropriately grateful. Well, we've already collected a couple of them. Now, I think you get the Scrolls of Bannister that come off when you kill a Revenant. I'm not positive on that. He wants 10...
Good to see you again.
Oh, no, we have to deliver that to some Knight Commander Harris in Redcliffe, so yeah, we're kind of gone down a little bit of a back alley. You're not a true back alley. There are real back alleys where they're full of cutthroats and thieves in Denerim, and everybody knows all about this. The city is a little bit... it's a little bit seedy in sections. And this is a hooded courier. This is what we have to deliver. Let's see. There's so many quests that they throw. Mage's Collective. I think it's actually Blackstone Irregulars. Grease the wheels. Deliver the notices of appreciation to 5 hooded couriers in Denerim. And this is a hooded courier, I believe.
My client appreciates your generosity.
Basically giving them bribes. Who's this? Looks like a party member. Looks kind of like Liliana. Or what you can dress her up as. Strange, she's just walking around. Maybe she's an adventurer. Well, we're not really adventurers. It's not Dungeons and Dragons. But we're Grey Wardens or supporters of the Grey Wardens. Well, these look like guards to me. Who's this?
You here to report another crime? I swear we should just cordon off the entire district. Oh, can I help you, Warden?
How do you know who I am?
Your likeness was passed around to the senior guardsman at the palace. I must say, the sketch didn't do you much justice. Don't worry, even if I believed the official story of what happened at Ostgar, I'm no fool. If I asked my men to apprehend you, they'd all run and cry big sobby tears in their courtesans' bosoms and leave me all alone to be skewered. Don't disturb the peace in the market, and that's well enough for me.
Is the market district really that bad?
The lower market isn't deemed important by the captain of the guard, even less with Arl Howe in charge. So when I finally get the new men I request, I get the delightful surprise of discovering their Lord Such-and-Such's illegitimate, untrained, moronic whelps. But lords keep sending me more of them. It's decent pay, no expectations, a uniform. So I have a legion of bastards to protect the market from pickpockets, stabbings, and whatnot, and Arlhow's specially picked men are the worst of the lot.
Arlhow, hey? So he's in Denerim. Why wouldn't he be staying... I don't know why he wouldn't have stayed up at Highever, where he basically killed all my family. The Arl and I have a rich history. Tell me about his men.
With the bastards, I just have to worry about dicing, the odd bit of drool, or yelling at them too loudly and hurting their poor feelings, and then getting chewed out by their noble fathers. But I swear, the Arl's men are more criminal than the miscreants we occasionally arrest. Some of them are the criminals we have to arrest. So if your lifeblood isn't draining in the gutters as we speak, don't bother reporting it.
That actually makes perfect sense to me. He's a twisted snake. Actually, do you need any help?
What? You're serious? I mean, yes, I could use help. I've got a pretty popular establishment that's crawling with mercenaries. If I send my boys in, someone might get, maker forbid, hurt, and I'll have to explain to their noble fathers that being a guard is actually dangerous.
What do you need me to do?
The name of the whorehouse is the Pearl. Beat down any mercenaries that are out of line and send them a message. I said beat down, not kill. Let me make that really clear. Not on fire, or exploded, or make a nose, whatever type of grisly death you can dream up. Sorry. Used to giving orders to my boys. Just leave them breathing and I'll be happy.
Sign me up, Sergeant.
Thank you, Warden. Happy hunting.
Okay, well that's simple enough. We just have to... I mean, I've been to Denerim before when I was younger, but I don't... not like I know my way through this place. It's like a wilderness out here of buildings and even more dangerous.
You can get anything here. I once got pickpocketed.
Well, Alistair, only you would be excited about that. Okay, so what's this? Liliana, can you open up this chest, please? Novice Lightning Rune. We can give that to the Mage's Collective, or not the Mage's Collective, the Circle Tower. Well, what's going on here?
Be careful with that package, you lazy slut. It's worth more than you'll make in 10 years.
Okay.
Be careful with that package, you lazy...
She called her a lazy slut.
If you have coin, welcome to our shop. If not, move along. Too many refugees blocking customers.
I'm not a refugee.
I didn't think so, sir. Too much flesh on the bones. You walk tall, proud, not hunched. Sad times in Ferelden.
Know anything special about Denerim?
Better trade cities to the north, but plenty good trade here. Now with war and blight, business is bad.
Have anything for sale?
Oh, yes.
Okay, so I did notice... I think it was back in Redcliffe that I had missed purchasing this poultice, this health poultice, is a better one. So, they sell it. You got to see what they sell. They're usually quite expensive, but this guy, Crow Dagger, he's selling a lot of things that almost like assassin equipment. I don't think I have anything to really sell. Demonic Ichor, Lesser Spirit Bomb, Metal Shard. I think I have maybe a few things, but oh, maybe I do. I mean, I'm coming from Ostagar. Look at all my I do have a lot of things, so I'm gonna be right back. Okay, so I've sold a whole bunch of things. I actually have 25
Another
gold.
visitor, the Maestro. Enjoy browsing my wares.
Who are you?
Master Trader Ignacio, at your service, good sir. My cousin and I have trade connections all along the seaways. We have furniture, silks, carvings, and much more. Caesar handles the trade stock, I handle other affairs.
What affairs are those?
Business deals, meetings. Caesar makes it so I am free of the day-to-day concerns of our store.
You aren't from Ferelden, are you?
No, I am not. I am a trader at heart. My home is the road. But I was born past the waking sea in Antiva. It has been many, many years since I have seen her. But the road is a better mistress than my home city ever was.
What do you mean?
On the docks of Rialto, life is cheap. As cheap as the dockside ale and the soiled whores. You can live a longer life out here. And a wise man can make a comfortable fortune in time.
With the Blight, Ferelden isn't exactly safe either.
Straightforward, predictable danger is refreshing to me. Any moment in Rialto the streets can run red, and often do. I'd take Darkspawn any day. At least you can see them coming.
I wonder if he and Zevran know each other, but it's possible. Do you need any help? Because they're from the same place.
No. Not yet. Perhaps one day.
What stories do you have of Antiva?
It has been many, many years since I have seen her. But the road is a better mistress than my home city ever was.
Farewell.
Luck be to you, Warden.
Interesting. I'm detecting something shady.
Very well.
The Nolander Anthology of Dwarven Poetry? What the hell?
I recognize you. From Ostagar. Andraste's blood. You're a Grey Warden. Duncan's apprentice. You killed my friend. And good King Kylon.
Oh.
I demand satisfaction, sir.
Well, I could intimidate, but... Logain's charges against the Wardens are false.
So you would compound slander on top of treason? You dare smear Terran Logain's word?
Use your wits. The Wardens would never help the Darkspawn.
I do not like your tone, sir. But you may be right. I may regret this, but I cannot duel someone who may be guiltless. Leave, Warden. If I find proof, we will meet again.
Oh, this is the Nolander Anthology of Dwarven Poetry. Oh, it's pretty bad. That's like Dr. Seuss. Do you like fried mush and nug? Nugs are like big rodents, like hairless rabbits, kind of. They live underground, and I guess they eat rocks and drink water, because they aren't key required, because that's all that's down there, really. So I'm just going to peruse the merchants here. I've got money, some coins, wondering if I could buy anything that will help our cause. Yeah, Liliana is living up to her. I don't know that she's doing that, by the way. I just find extra stuff in the inventory. Fade the Apprentice. Wait a second. Yeah, I wouldn't know his name's Fade, but I can definitely tell he's a mage. We also have other things in the city. Fred's Renjeni, we need to find... We have the painted box. We have to find... Waiting off the market district in Denerim, so I believe it's right nearby here. Back alley justice. Eliminating the criminals preying on innocent folk in Denerim's back alley. So Sergeant Kylon put that in Chanter's board. Missing in action. Find somebody named Rexel. He was missing in Ostagar. Missing Ostagar veteran named Rexel. Okay. Not missing in Ostagar. He was at Ostagar and he's missing here. Need to find a sextant. And Pros for Swine, that's where we have to go to the whorehouse and eject some rowdy customers. But there's a lot of other things here. I'm trying to find it. Mage's Collective, Places of Power, Notice of Termination. Find 3 apprentices and give each of them a Notice of Termination. You'll find 2 of them in Denerim. The other is procuring a slightly rare item from Ozamar. Now, who would you be? Would you be one of them?
What is it? I have work to do.
I guess so. I have a note here from your master. I can at least try this.
What does it say? I knew this would happen. Just when I was starting to get good. Well, thanks, I guess.
Very interesting. There's two more, one of them in Denerim.
Good day. The market is busy, is it not? Come, rest here. I have the finest selection of flowers and Orlesian scented oils in all of Denerim. For a lady friend, perhaps? Roses can open any woman's heart, you know.
Where are you from?
I am from Orlais. You've heard of us, no? Your Denerim is a fine city, but I miss my Varoyo. She's quite beautiful this time of year.
Who hasn't heard of Orlais? You're right next door, and you basically ran our nation. You occupied our nation for a couple generations. Why did you leave?
Orlais has many, many good things, but it is sometimes not so good to be common. My brother had trouble with a chevalier, and we departed shortly after.
Chevalier is a knight. Her brother had trouble with a knight. Well, I'm going to ask her anyways. What's a chevalier?
You know so little of Orlais here. The chevaliers are knights of the highest order. They are the most skilled in the world. Their discipline, formidable. For their service, they're allowed privileges. They can do whatever they want to the lesser born.
That's that's justice. What sort of trouble did you get in?
A chevalier took an interest in me. It was his right, but it was unwelcome. Incensed, my brother hit him over the head with a pot. Such a thing is almost treason. We left that very night and came here.
Those beasts are allowed to rape women?
That and more. Some revere them for their skill and their high service, but others tread lightly. As lightly as the mouse in the cat's den. If you will excuse me, I feel a touch lightheaded.
I think I upset her about bringing up the topic. Okay, so thanks for watching, guys. I'm going to end the video here, and we're going to continue on exploring the market area of Denerim, and we've got some places to go, like in the back alleys afterwards. We'll see you again.